yourselves to become relaxed, comfortable, let go of the cares of the day, breathe deeply and easily, and if you have images or music you would like to bring in, by all means, please do so at this time. Bring up your music, bring up your lights, whatever it is you wish to do. Relax, be comfortable, and allow yourselves to remember what we have said about HIGH. Honesty, integrity, gratitude, and humility. These discrete concepts have their own frequencies, and allow yourself to begin to feel those frequencies, and especially in perceiving with your imagination the different frequencies in each of those concepts, honesty, integrity, gratitude, and humility. Allow yourself to understand that they are of a type, of a nature, where their frequencies combine into a very specific harmonic that sort of creates an energy bubble around you, a state of being that can carry you forward like its own reality bubble. This is specifically an orchestration, like music, these four energy states combining in a harmonic in the way that they do. So allow yourselves to feel each one as we go through them once again. Allow yourself to feel the vibration, the clarity that comes with honesty of self, of knowing thyself, as you say, of investigating deeply the being that you are, the beliefs that you hold to be true, and generating the ability of greater discernment to tell the difference between excitement and anxiety, to know which beliefs are really true for you and which are born out of fear instead. Do not be afraid to be afraid in this investigation of self-honesty. The deeper you go, the higher you will go, the more expanded you will be. Because as you go deeper in, you go farther out. So allow yourself to feel the vibration, the clarity that comes with self-honesty, knowing yourself, the certainty, the conviction of who and what you are, not the insistence, but the conviction of knowing who you are more truly, more clearly. Feel that vibration, because it's a vibration of freedom, of absolute freedom to be who you truly are, to take away the limitations that hold you back, that are based on fear, that are based on assumptions, that are based on insistence, that are based on the idea that there is only one way. There is your way, and there are other ways, and your way is the way for you. But that doesn't mean someone else's way is your way, or the only way. Allow yourself to feel that vibration of freedom that comes with honest self-awareness. And allow yourself to feel the vibration of integrity, that which binds you together, that allows you to understand the vibrations within you and how they exist and can exist without conflict. Even those that might seem to be polarized can be seen as two extensions of the same source in the center, can be seen as the power of paradox, for they all live within you. And with honesty, you will create an ability to bond together those that are in harmony with one another in a way that validates all the beliefs in their own way, without you necessarily having to experience the effect of the ones you don't prefer. The integrity allows you that position of neutrality, of neutral observation. Feel that energy of neutrality that allows you to examine anything without necessarily energizing it into an experience, but allows you to validate it all, because everything you've ever experienced has brought you to where you are now, both the positive and the negative. So the more you relax and validate it all, the easier it will be for you to move forward with integrity in the ones that you prefer, the beliefs that you prefer, without invalidating the ones that you don't prefer. And you will move forward as an integrated, integral being with honesty and clarity and freedom. Feel that vibration and feel those two vibrations blending together to allow a bigger sense, a greater sense of release and freedom. And then feel that vibration of gratitude, of appreciation, not only of all that is and everything in existence, but of yourself, for you are worthy or you wouldn't exist. The gratitude for your life, for your experiences, for all that you have experienced, for all that you have learned, for all you have yet to learn. Prayer is simply gratitude for what is, for having been given the opportunities you have been given, the challenges you have been given, the themes that you chose to explore. Be grateful and appreciative for it all, and feel that specific vibration of gratitude, of love, of support, of nurturing. For even as you allow yourself to appreciate yourself, you will experience more the deep appreciation and support and unconditional love that is emanated throughout all of existence by all that is. It is the primary frequency of all that is. Allow yourself to feel that knowingness of your value, your validity, your worth, and appreciate the gifts that you have to give and the gift that you are to all that is as a reflection of it, so that it can be all that it is in all the ways it can be. Feel that vibration of gratitude and deep appreciation and unconditional love for yourself and for everything in all that is all that is, including you. And let those three vibrations blend together harmoniously as a musical equation, as an energy equation that is building and building and building within you and allows you to feel the idea of your freedom growing, expanding more and more, releasing you from belief systems that are not yours. The acceleration that comes with this, the expansion, the sensation that comes with this, moves you toward the final part of this particular formula, this orchestration: humility. Remaining centered, remaining grounded in all of this. For the appreciation will help you with this. The integrity will help you with this. The honesty will help you with this. For there is no need for the ego to be stressed, to become negative, thinking that it knows everything when it doesn't need to. When you can rely automatically on the synchronicity and know that things are working to your advantage if you simply allow them to. So it is the humility of allowance rather than believing you have to make everything work. It is the humility of simply allowing it to work in the way that it exists, of not attempting to control everything, manipulate everything into position, but truly going with the flow. Since you know that your flow knows exactly where you need to go, and that you are cared for, that you are supported, that you are nurtured unconditionally, you can be then in your humility very powerful as a being and very attractive as a being. And of course, by humility, we do not mean in any way, shape, or form that you are disaffecting yourself, disavowing yourself, that you are putting yourself down, that you are being a martyr. That is not what humility means. It means simply knowing who you are, being who you are, being grateful for who you are, and just acting in that stead, in a grounded way that allows you to be the link in the bridge between above and below, to be a reflection and a representation of the gift and the reflection that you are of all that is. Humility is simply nothing more than being yourself and not needing to be anything more or less than that. It is just being here and now, in the present, and allowing yourself to experience all that that present has to offer you. And then reflecting that and sharing that in whatever way is appropriate with others without needing them to in any way, shape, or form align or believe as you do. Knowing that everyone has their own path and that you are being of service by being yourself. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And with this fourth harmonic, you feel the freedom of release, the flow of your life coursing through you, and the knowledge and understanding that you are made of light, that you are made of love, that you are a reflection of all that is. Breathe this in. Anchor it within yourself, ground it within yourself, so that you exist on high, so that your vibration rises to the heavens, so that the heavens may unfold within you. As above, so below, and it is all one. It is all here. It is all now. It is all that is. Be gentle, be kind, be loving, be giving, and be yourself. Do not give your power away. Decide and choose what is true for you. This is your greatest freedom. And these four states of being combine to give you more ease with that freedom to choose. So we thank you for getting high with us this day of your time. Continue to soar, spread your wings and fly. Our unconditional love to you all. And we bid you an exciting day as you gently return, but to a new reality, breathing it in, breathing it out, as a new person, on a new day, in a new world, in a new reality. You exist, and that's enough. Be yourself, and that's enough. Relax and float, and just be with yourself, and be with all that is, and be with all others, here and now, in gentility, and kindness and love. And just float. Float freely. And let the overall harmonic of the freedom that you deserve radiate from you to all, so that they may also pick up on that vibration, and if by choice, join in that frequency and allow themselves to also be free of their fears and limitations in any way, shape, or form that hold you back from being who you truly are. Continue to breathe easily and gently in love and light. We welcome you home. Good day. Good day. Good day. All right, I'll say good day to all of you this day of your time. Let us begin this transmission by reminding you that the title is Let's Get High. Now, this is meaning in the word high, capital H period, capital I period, capital G period, capital H period. And we would now like to explain what this is all about. In the changes that are now taking place in your society and around your world, and as we continue through the passageway that we have called the eye of the needle, where you are going to go through whatever process is necessary to divest yourself of the belief systems that no longer align with who you prefer to be, and let them go so that you can accelerate through this passageway toward the new beginning of the window of open contact in your year of 2023. We would like to share with you a state of being that is important for you to generate for yourselves as often as possible, every day, if possible, that will help you slip through this passage more easily and deal with whatever it is that comes up during this time. So let us begin to explain what this high vibrational formula actually represents. It is different emotional states, different energy states in this one word, represented by these 4 letters. That is a particular formula or equation of energy that will allow you to remain grounded, but at the same time allow your consciousness to expand in very specific ways that will see you through any challenges that may come up as you move forward through this passageway. The first H stands for honesty. It is of critical importance in this time for you to express the idea of honesty in your lives. Now, of course, we are talking about the idea in general of not necessarily telling lies, although that's not really what the idea of this honesty state of being is about. It's more about being honest with yourselves in your deep investigations of your belief systems, not ignoring, not glossing over, but allowing yourself to be truly honest about your motivations, what you believe to be true, so that you can become much more transparent within yourself and have more ease in discovering the belief systems that may be out of alignment with who you truly prefer to be, and thus the belief systems and definitions that may be holding you back from moving forward as swiftly, as smoothly, as effortlessly as you possibly could. So, in the sense of this honesty, it is about know thyself, self-examination, not being afraid to dig deeply, dive deeply within your own mental ability to assess yourself, to be all right with discovering the fears that may exist within your belief systems. In other words, not being afraid to be afraid, and knowing yourself more clearly, more truly, and allowing yourself then to let go of those things that do not allow you to perpetuate that clarity, that honesty of your own being, and presenting yourself in the world that way as the honest, true self. Of course, we understand that it is also about the idea of not necessarily telling falsehoods, although we do understand that there can be circumstances in your reality where what you call little white lies might actually be the kindest thing you can do. But also it's about being honest within yourself to know what your relationships are, what is appropriate for you to communicate to yourself and to others in your relationships with other people on your planet, so that you will know the difference between something that you're saying that may not be what you truly, actually, factually observe, but are being able to relate a kindness to someone, to soften something for them because you understand they are looking to be handled gently, handled kindly. And so we understand that we're not really referring to the idea of not necessarily telling the whole truth to someone that you may feel, but it's also an opportunity to get in touch with why you do feel or believe that way. So that again, in clarifying yourself, you may then find yourself not so often in situations where you might be forced to say something that might not be wholly true, but would be necessary in order to impart a kindness to someone by not being, shall we say, so completely honest with them about what you feel in that moment, but being more honest with yourself about why you feel the way that you do, giving yourself a chance to clarify that for yourself so that it may become completely unnecessary for you to say the things or be in the situations where you're forced to say the things that might be those little white lies in order to impart kindness to someone who has asked you a question or exploring something with you. The second letter is integrity, I for integrity. And this again amplifies the idea of being a holistic being, true to yourself, having your own understanding of your ethical standards, your own concept of the morals, and allowing yourself to stick with them, of not having contradictory or conflicting belief systems within yourself that allow you to act one way in one situation and a completely different way as a different person in another situation, but maintaining the integrity of what you believe to be true about yourself so that you move forward in a holistic way, not split, not in conflict, not necessarily presenting more than one identity or one face to others so they can understand more clearly and more transparently who you truly are, so that they will understand who they are really in a relationship with. So you are not fooling them or faking them out or changing your mind every other second to confuse people as to what you stand for and who you are. Having the integrity to be integral, to be allowing all of the aspects of your being to function harmoniously, harmonically, synchronistically with themselves, so that you present yourself to yourself and to the world as a particular frequency that is representative of your truth, who you truly are, and not creating confusion and the idea of misunderstanding and misrepresentation and misinterpretation about what it is you do stand for in your life, in the world, what is really the truth for you, after an honest self-examination of honesty in getting to the core of who you are and what you really need, and letting go of those fear-based beliefs that may cause confusion within you and confusion within others about who they are dealing with. So we have the idea of the honesty within the self, the integrity to move forward as the true self with all components and aspects of consciousness in alignment. And then we move to the G, which stands for gratitude. So you have honesty, integrity, and gratitude for your life, for who you are, for your existence. For that is the true core of what you call prayer, is simply being in deep appreciation and deep gratitude for what is and who you are, and even the things that may manifest in your life as the challenges, as the things you may not necessarily objectively prefer, and still knowing that they are there manifesting for a reason that can serve you, to be always in a state of appreciation and gratitude for what is in your life, not focusing on what isn't in your life, as we have said before in the AAA formula of acknowledging what is there, not what is not there, allowing it to move forward after you have given it deep appreciation for being there, because you know you can use it in whatever way is necessary to enhance your life in a positive way, to get a benefit out of it. Therefore, it doesn't really matter what it is. So be appreciative and grateful in a state of gratitude for everything that manifests, for where you're at and what you've learned and how you can move forward by taking those lessons with you, not so much dwelling on the past, but being in the present so that you can move forward into your future in a way, again, that brings the honesty and integrity with you as you remain in a state of gratitude and appreciation for who you are and what you are experiencing in this physical reality that you have chosen to explore. And then, finally, in this formula, the final H, which, as some of you may be surprised to learn, stands for humility. The idea of remaining grounded as you expand your consciousness. The idea of allowing yourself to rely on the obvious and to not necessarily allow yourself to become too enamored with your expansion, allowing yourself to remain on a level where you are relatable, where you can, in a sense, allow others to be able to interact with you in a way where you are approachable, where you can interact, where you are an inviting individual in that sense, not pushing anything on anyone, not necessarily needing anyone to know anything in particular about whatever gift you have to give. For there will always be an audience if you have a gift to give. That is absolutely certain, or you wouldn't be excited about the gifts that you are giving from yourself. But the idea is to remain grounded and humble with the things that you are giving out, that you are sharing, that you are being. Stay centered, stay focused within yourself, and know that the importance is simply being the reflection and the mirror for others, to allow them to be of service to them, to allow them to become more of who they are through their interactions with you, for that is the core of every relationship, no matter what kind, is to be there for the other, to allow them to become more of themselves, even as they ideally choose to do that for you. So in remaining humble, in humility, you can, as equals, move forward, none being greater or more valid than any other, and allowing yourself then, with the idea of honesty, integrity, gratitude, and humility, to form a particular bubble state of being, a particular formula of vibrational frequencies and energies that will carry you through in a very sacred way through the months and years to come, and allow you to slip more smoothly through this passage, through the eye of the needle, so that eventually you can emerge as a being that is in synchronous harmony with itself, with all life around it and within it, and allow yourself to be known for who you truly are, so that none have to fear that you have any particular outside agenda or hidden agenda about expressing yourself and your creativity and your passion in the world, but that you do so only to give the gifts you have to share, to be of service to others, and to be your true self, so that all know who you are, who they're in a relationship with, and can benefit from the reflections that you give as the mirror in whatever relationships you form, thus inviting others to do the same for you. So with honesty, with integrity, and with gratitude and humility, we will extend to each and every one of you our deepest appreciation and unconditional love in moving forward together in harmony with us, being that is your choice, of course, and at this particular point, in gratitude for allowing us to share this idea, this state of being in this little formula, which is very powerful, with all of you. I ask, in what way now may we be of service to you? Please begin with your questions and comments so that we may share moving forward together.
Hi, Bashar. This is Sheila from Lakeland, Florida, and I'm excited to get to ask you this question. So this question has to do with an experience or a sighting that my husband and I had recently. So first of all, we were inspired to take a walk in a different area than we haven't walked in this area before. So that seemed interesting, first to start with the inspiration. And the walk didn't seem like anything special until we saw this orangey, glowing, it looked like a fireball sort of coming at us in the night sky. And so that was a little concerning to be like, oh, what is this? And it's coming at us. And then just when I had this little bit of a concern about it, interest, but there was concern, it seemed like it turned. So I went from thinking it's an organic thing like a meteor to now it's something else, and it turned. And then we got a side view of it, and it seemed to be, round on one end and kind of shaped like this, and orangey, still kind of looking like how I would think a meteor would look coming into the system, but it wasn't behaving that way. I don't know how to describe it, except the movement seemed weird. It felt important. It felt significant. It felt like, this is something really interesting and exciting, and I'd like to know more about that. Thank you so much.
There are many craft that go from one dimension to another, passing through your reality. The fact that someone may perceive it means that your vibrational alignment may be conducive to that particular frequency at that particular moment. allowing your senses to become more aware of all of the traffic that is around you all the time, coming and going through your reality. So it can be right now a symbol for you of an increase in sensitivity to higher dimensional frequencies that will allow you to perceive over time more and more of the comings and goings of different beings in levels of consciousness as they express themselves in whatever form of energy is appropriate while they pass through your particular reality. So use it as a marker for an increased sensitivity in your ability to relate to higher frequencies and dimensions of experience, would be our suggestion for you at this time.